All right, good. Well, not a good week for you guys, and you guys dropped both matches. You guys aren't used to a losing streak this season, but well, obviously facing some really good teams. And what's it going to take to kind of get back on track, get back to the winning ways?
Scoring a few goals, apparently. It was a difficult weekend for us from a result standpoint, but for me, I think this weekend was probably the most consistent quality soccer that we've played all year long. We created plenty of chances in both games. We created more chances than both of the opponents that we played. We just didn't take the chances that we have been all year. I mean, we haven't had a lot of issues scoring goals. I know that going into the season we were concerned of whether we were going to be able to score goals after losing Zach last year, but I think we've had a few guys stepping up and we've been doing a very good job of that. This weekend we struggled with that a little bit, and when you play good opponents, as we do week in and week out in our conference, and you don't score goals, you're not going to win a lot of games. But from a team standpoint, from a development standpoint, it was the best soccer we've played all year, and it's kind of a bitter pill to swallow when you play well and don't win, but that's the nature of our game.
You know, we talked about it last week, but the season just flying by. You have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, what, five matches left for the regular season. So every game, of course, important. Starts this weekend at the Dominguez Hills.
Yeah, you know, Dominguez is perennial, one of the top teams in our conference. They started off with a difficult beginning to the season, but they've turned it around. They've won something like 3 out of the last 4 or 4 out of the last 5. You know, they're always a very good team. They're very well coached, very well organized, a lot of talent. So it's going to be a difficult game on Friday night, playing at their place, and then turning it around on Sunday against one of the top teams in our region, not just in our conference, against Cal State LA, playing at their place again is going to be a difficult match. But if we could perform as well as we did this weekend and find a way to get the ball in the net, we can beat anybody. So it's just a question of getting the goals and performing with the level of consistency that it needs to be successful in this conference.
You know, for offense for you guys, I mean, you get shut out on Sunday, but if you want to shut out 2 times this season, every other game the offense has scored, has to speak volumes, you know, for your offense.
Yeah, definitely. We haven't had an issue with creating chances. We didn't this weekend either. It's just sometimes, you know, you get into a rut and it's hard to get the ball in the net. And when you play good teams, as we do every week, they're not going to make it easy for us. So, you know, as much as we created chances and we played very well this weekend, both Chico and San Bernardino were very organized defensively. Both goalkeepers played very well. So, you know, teams are going to do what they can to make the game difficult for us, as they did. And if you don't score, you know, we're kind of stuck.
Coach, one of your longer road trips you're going to have on the season, how are you guys going to handle travel?
You know, all of our guys are used to this travel. I mean, being so far north, I mean, even a trip to San Francisco, our closest opponents, you know, is a long trip for us. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. We're flying down to LA this weekend, so it'll take a little bit of the stress off of the trip. But yeah, I don't anticipate it's going to cause us any more problems than any of our other trips.
And I see you guys, you know, undefeated at least in conference at home. Is that you guys just have some extra confidence now going forward, playing in opponent stadiums, being able to handle the other environments?
Definitely. I mean, it's part of the confidence building process is starting to believe in yourself and your ability to compete, not just at home but on the road. With 4 wins on the road for us so far in conference, you know, I don't think there's going to be an issue with us going down to LA and being nervous of whether we can perform and get results at other people's fields. So I expect us to go into these games this weekend and fight and compete and hope to come home with 2 wins.